Claudia, I want to play a game.
Okay. Let's play a game. We can play a game.
We're gonna play Would You Date?
All right.
I'm gonna read off a scenario, and we are gonna answer whether we would or would not date this person.
Okay.
First one is: Would you date someone who is emotionally supportive to you but not their family? Hi, welcome back to Through Their Lens. I'm Stanley,
And I'm Claudia.
and this episode is about dating. Long awaited. Okay. To kind of start off, we're gonna start with operational definitions of dating. So like our own personal definitions of dating. Claudia, I'm gonna ask you to start first, my love.
Okay. My personal definition of dating is y'all hang out, y'all go places together. If you're spending extensive amounts of time with someone, like you're hanging out with them more than twice a week, longer than 2 hours a day, and there is like some kind of romantic tension there, yeah, we're dating. If y'all are, you're dating. Um, like I'm sorry to break it to you. Like I know we're afraid of like labels and stuff like that, but like dating I feel like is very basic. Like that's not boyfriend girlfriend. We're just dating, getting
Right,
to
right, right, right.
spend time.
I agree with the whole like not boyfriend girlfriend thingy. That's a whole like different like label. Um, for me, dating means like we've gone out on actual dates, whether we like stated it or it was kind of like, oh, like let's hang out, and we have there's romantic intent behind each hangout. So like if we're hanging out and like you like me, I like you, we're dating, and then we can define it like as dating. But until you say like, do you want to be in a relationship with me? Do you want to be my significant other? We're dating.
Dating.
Um, I honestly don't agree with the hunching. Like, I feel like if I'm
Mm.
hunching and we hang out after, like, we're just hunching. That's it. Like, there is no like dating. Like, it really has to be one or the other for me. Like, we're either dating or hunching. It could be both, but like, we have to clearly be like, hey, like, let's hang out with the romantic intent without hunching.
I don't know, like, cause like there are of course like ways you could just hunch, and that's usually just like a text like are you available from 11 to 2? Yes. Okay. Come by. Bloop bloop blop blop out the door.
Bro, that's
That's
me. That's honestly me. I'm like, hey, like, what are you doing tonight? And then the rest is the rest. Like,
no. That's completely valid. Like
mm,
if it's not expanding past the bedroom, then it's not for like foreplay. Yeah, you're just hunching.
right. Um,
Like, oh,
it really is because just like
yeah.
it's one or the other. Like it can be both. It's not mutually exclusive, but it's like we're either hunching or dating.
Even that is so hard because it's like,
You would think it should be like clear cut, but there's a lot of people who are like hunching and like they're only having sexual engagement with people and like sure there's like a hangout period after and that's like them dating. Like baby girl, he doesn't know who you are outside of like the bedroom. Like I fear y'all are not dating.
even then sometimes like those pillow talks.
Oh, I can pillow talk down. We should get you a mic, honestly.
Yeah. No, but like that pillow talk, sometimes I'll be like, one time I had like a conversation about like spirituality, like during a pillow talk. Like
Mhm.
he just brought it up because like I guess like earlier in the day I was like, oh yeah, like I'm not really religious, you know, and like he circled back to it, like we had finished, we got some water, and he's like, so tell me more, like why is it that you're not? And like I literally just like full on gave him like my entire childhood expose. I was like, yeah, I was raised really religious. Like, I was in a religious cult. I went to religious school. Like, my life was literally religion. And, like, when I got older, I was like, I don't want to partake in this. I'll be an observer. And, like, that all happened
Mhm.
during the pillow talk. And so I was like, okay, you're getting a lot of details about me. However, we have not gone out to eat. No one has seen us together. It's
Right.
just all been contained to
The bedroom.
this bedroom. Yeah.
Right. I will pillow talk someone down. Like I kid you not, the amount of like life stories I could tell you verbatim, like it's kind of crazy. Like it's kind of crazy. To kind of continue on, Merriam-Webster defines dating as a person with whom one has a usually romantic date with. So we're kind of on the right track. I feel like we're clear and cut.
Hmm.
How do you feel about friends with benefits?
I feel like that's a really outdated term now, and I hate to say that, but like we've just replaced that with like situationships. Situationships are friends with benefits. I'm so sorry. Those two lines, even though like a situationship is more like someone wants something more and the other one doesn't necessarily, but they'll still partake in it, whatever. But like friends with benefits for me, just I don't know. Like I'm okay with it, but sometimes there's always going to be one party that like either wants more or wants less that will always like
Like
mess
there's
up
like a
that
power,
balance.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unrequited
Unrequited
love.
love.
Yes, 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 yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. I honestly do have a like not position issue with friends with benefit. Only because like most of the times, from my experience, someone who wants to be friends with benefits, they're not my friend. So it's just
Yeah.
like you're literally how are we?
And
The
sometimes
first
like I
word in
don't
friends
want you
with
to be my
benefits is
friend.
friends. So if we're not friends, we can't have friends with benefits because there's no friendship to like have benefits from.
Mhm.
Like you're literally we're just hunching. Like
Yes.
I don't know why we're like muddying the lines and stuff like that. So
Yes.
it's just like
Especially cuz I'm like always like I don't want to do what I do with you with my friends.
like
I like my friends, you know. I'm invested in their spiritual growth, but we're here to see each other's naked bodies. You don't
right,
really care
right, right.
about
Like if it like I've had like
that.
honest to God, like I've had like one actual true like friend with benefits and like we had a pretty solid friendship beforehand and then it just it progressed. It progressed
Yeah.
naturally and we decided to remain friends. That's friends with benefits. Like, like we would see each other's naked bodies, but it's not like our intent was only to see each other's naked bodies. Like we had our friendship primarily. So,
That's so
um
nice.
yeah.
I wish like I had like a situation where like we were friends first, and then like once we started doing the extra stuff, literally just like destroyed everything, like crumpled it, threw it away, and it wasn't on my end.
Mm.
Like I was still willing to be like, yeah, we can still like be friends. Like I could still support you, but like he just made it so painfully awkward. Like in anytime like we would be in each other's vicinity, it felt like he had like some kind of entitlement over me, where he was gonna be like, do you want to like do something after this, or like just straight up like in his car he'd be like, can you, and I'd be like, no.
Like I just want to hang out. Like
Right, like what happened to the innocence of like when we were just friends?
right.
Out the window, out the window. So I really feel like it's very dependent on the person. Like are they mature enough to be able to keep something like that? Because
Mm.
sometimes when they feel a type of way they will quickly throw that shit away.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly am one of those people who like I'm very like clear and concise with like my I'm very clear and concise with my sexual partners in the sense of like once you get past like the whole like seeing each other naked thingy, like hunching, and you want to like hang out, da, 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 like you're doing too much. Like go ahead and pipe down. Like don't like do not if I if after I leave your place, you're texting me, hey, how are you? What you doing? Baby, like we just saw each other like 10 minutes ago. You're good. Like you're
What's your
we
attachment style? No, I'm sorry. Like,
um ancient avoidant. Like we're working
okay,
on it though. We're working on
okay.
it. But it's just like I personally like if it's outside of the realms of hunching and you're texting me like how's your day, da da da, I'll entertain it. But once you get like too personal and it's too frequent, or it's just like I just don't want to talk to you in the moment, I'm just like doors closed. So sorry. Like I've had people like it honestly icks me out when like I'll leave someone's house and then I'll get home and they text me just like, "Oh, like you were amazing." Da, 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 da.
Really?
It does. It
I'd
really
be like,
does.
oh, like,
Like I just like at least give it a day. Like day after, okay, cool. But like same day, like an hour, like I oh my god. Oh my god. I've had like several situations where like I'll be in my car before I even leave. Oh, like you're so blah 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 blah. Dude, I haven't turned on my car yet. Like, please,
haven't
please.
left the parking lot.
No, literally, like this could be said in front of me. Like, okay, cool, great. Like, if it's like in the moment after, like, awesome,
Mhm.
amazing. Not text like right after or
I
an
don't know.
hour after.
Sometimes I need like the Did you make it home okay? Yeah.
That like I'm getting okay with.
Okay.
Like,
He said I'm getting okay
I'm
with.
being honest. Like I'm getting okay with it. Like I don't mind it. Like I'll just okay, home safe, and that's it. But once it's past, like, okay, I got home safe, and you're asking more questions. What are you doing for the rest of the night?
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Like you don't need to.
No, no, baby. Like we're good. We're good. We're okay. Like yeah.
Okay. Okay. I guess
What's your attachment style?
I am a what's it called? I actually took like a test. Hold on. I think it's called anxious preoccupied.
Mm.
Yes. So basically, like, if I like you, I like you. One thing about me is I'm zoned in, locked in on you.
Mm.
The thing is, I need that same energy reciprocated. And if it's not reciprocated, you literally just become like the bottom of my shoe. Like, I move past you. But like when I'm in it and it's something that's mutual, yeah, like I'm willing to
Like focus on it. Like hone in. Yeah.
lock in. And like
Okay.
granted, I've like dealt with like bouts of like limerence, like when I was, especially when I was younger, like high school specifically. Oh my god, that was an embarrassing time.
Wait, not to interrupt you, but can you
Yes,
define limerence for those who don't know?
limerence is basically like you become obsessed with someone who doesn't reciprocate those feelings back,
Mm.
and because they keep like denying you, it kind of like ramps up your emotions even more, and you're like clouded with thoughts of like, why aren't I enough? And you'll put yourself in positions to like try to be enough, or like if you knowingly know that person like wants someone else, you'll try to kind of like, you know, adopt their like very much like in Euphoria, that one girl, granted I didn't do all that. I didn't do all that now. But how she even started like copying Maddie's like makeup style just to get like the guy's attention. Limerence. That girl was in
You're talking
Limerence.
about
Is her name Cassie?
I think so.
Yeah.
I also haven't watched Euphoria for the record
Oh.
at all. Clips on TikTok, yes.
Yeah, but
No, literally.
yeah. So there was Cassie and Maddie. Basically, Maddie was dating like the main boy. Don't remember his name, and they were dating for a while. They finally break up. Now all of a sudden, Cassie's like, "I want this man,"
Mm,
even though that's her best friend.
mm,
They haven't even been broken up for like 6 months. Let alone that's your best man's ex boyfriend.
mm,
She starts hunching him on the low. Okay. Now all of a sudden the guy still wants Maddie back.
mm.
Like, you know, he's still trying to make efforts to like be in her life. But Cassie now is like clouded with these thoughts like, why aren't I enough? Like, why can't I do enough? So she basically changes up her entire clothing aesthetic, changes her makeup aesthetic, basically tries to go above and beyond. Like, if you want her, I can be her. Limerence. And it was very one sided. Granted, I didn't do all of that, but like, when I tell you, like, this person was on my mind constantly, like, I remember you guys would come in. Hi. No, you're good, you're good. But yeah, like I was sorry. I was like obsessed. Like I'm telling you, I would be like at math tutoring. I cannot focus on these algebra problems right now because in my mind I'm like they haven't texted me back. Like I was in a very insecure place. Also, like, you know, I was plus size. Like there's a whole factor of things that were going on there. But yeah, so limerence, like that, like obsession with someone, very real. A lot of people actually deal with it. They just don't understand that that's what they're dealing with, especially people who are like, you know, like boy crazy. No, like, and also limerence is low key like it's a mental slight mental disorder. But I'm telling you, once you understand it, like it's very like I was able to like kind of organize myself. I was like, okay, like, do I really like this person, or is it because I'm not getting their attention? And then I have to start thinking about it, like, what is it exactly that I like about this person? Do I actually like them, or do I just like the attention that they're giving me? And then I'll be like, okay, I can chill.
Right.
And also, they haven't necessarily shown the things that I would need to be like, okay, you qualify as someone like worthy of my attention. And like, boom, everything just realigns. Everything's great. I haven't dealt with like a bout of limerence literally since high school.
Period. We're growing.
We're growing. We're growing.
On the topic of people who like catch our attention, what is your dream date?
Sorry, you can hear the gurgles. My dream date. Oh my god. Okay, I've never thought about this. Hold on. What do I want?
What do you want?
What do I want? Um, it needs to be like kind of maybe like adventure focused or like activity focused. I think I've actually gone on my dream date. Let me stop tripping. Like, basically, picked me up. We went to Extreme Action Park.
Okay.
And so the entire night was literally just like arcade games. So we were versing each other. But when I tell you, like, the flirting, the competition between the two of us, like, palpable, hot. After that, you know, we went to go eat. We went to this little diner. You know, it's like midnight, you know, type vibes. You know, we're kind of the only ones in there. Great conversation. Great conversation. You know, after that, you know, he drove me home. But like, he had one of those fancy cars, like it was like a spaceship. And so like, he had these like surround sound speakers. And he was like, you can pick the music. Mind you, I listen to very sensual music. If it's not very sensual, I'm listening to elevator music. But guys, high key, elevator music is also kind of the most sensual music possible. You're just like in a random space with people. So I just played my music in the surround sound. Ooh, that was my dream date. Literally just get me doing an activity, a little bit of competition, flirting, boom. What is your dream date?
Honestly, also activity based. I honestly would want to do a art activity. It doesn't have to be one, but like pottery, painting, rug stuffing, like something that's hands on, but also like allows us to like express ourselves creatively. Um, I would drive myself only because like I need the freedom and ability to like
Get out.
if I need to.
No, that's so fair. That's so fair.
Which is my dream date. I wouldn't need to get out. I'd literally be like, okay, cool, whatever. I'm here. Like, let me throw my keys away at this point.
Right.
So something artsy, something creative. He ideally would have flowers for me. Doesn't have to. Like, flowers aren't a necessity, but like it would honestly be super nice. We do our activity. We don't get food after because I get super nervous eating in front of new people. Um, so activity, maybe like we go on a walk, we go do something else, watch a movie, and then I go home. That's it. Boop. Dream date. Simple, easy, breezy, cover girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. But like as I get older, I'm very interested to see like what is it that I'll be wanting. It's like every single time I date someone new, sometimes it feels like I always try to like, you know, upgrade in who I'm dating. I'm very interested to see like what man will put me on next because the standards are slow.
Right.
They're rising.
As we I feel like I grow as I grow, like my expectations and standards do change frequently. Cause like I'll like something will happen, I'm like, never again in my life. Never again in my life. Like, yeah.
And I'd be fighting. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna.
And it's crazy because whenever things happen that like are pivotal moments for me in like dating or like just like my romantic life in general, it takes a lot. It takes a lot for me to be like, that can never happen again. Like,
yeah,
kind of bad.
Taurus men are not
Taurus
good
men
people.
Can never happen again.
They are not good people.
I'm so sorry. Like
Taurus men are made for trad wives. That is who.
That's it. Like you have to like fit their standard or
Yes.
like nothing. And the crazy part is like the people like I tend to find most attractive and like tend to approach the most or approach me are Taurus men. And I sit there and I'm like,
that's not your fault. No, because a Taurus Taurus men are men. Like they'll pay for dates, you know, they'll be very gentleman like. However, like if you are I don't even want to say the words free spirit, but if you're like a free spirited person, you want to like be able to move the way you want to move, a Taurus man is not for you. A Taurus man is not
that
for
man
you.
will have you sat
pregnant,
in the corner,
barefoot in the house.
Ballerina farm style.
Very ballerina farm style. And that if that's
I wonder
what
his zodiac sign is actually. I'm gonna look that up.
No, but if that's what you want, like I'm telling you, sure. I always tell people that. I'm like, if you really want that, go find yourself a Taurus man. Like they'll have a nice job. They have also like pretty good taste as well. As a Taurus, I am a Taurus.
Oh.
You know.
is no longer a safe space, y'all.
I am a Taurus. Like, they usually have great taste. But yeah, like, there's just a structure that you gotta fall in line with. And if you don't, you're gonna stress them out. They're gonna stress them out. And also, Taurus men are very quick to cut off. Like, you're doing too much. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bye.
A little too quick to cut off, honestly.
Yeah.
I said
Unless they're like obsessed with you. If they're obsessed with you, like, they're just gonna keep trying to preen you and be like, no, I can change you. Like, very much like
it's okay. Like, I'll fix you. Like, it's fine. Like,
you. Yes.
Me. Claudia, I want to play a game.
Okay. Let's play a game. We can play a game.
We're gonna play Would You Date?
All right.
I'm gonna read off a scenario, and we are gonna answer whether we would or would not date this person.
Okay.
First one is: would you date someone who is emotionally supportive to you but not their family?
I don't know.
I say no.
Okay.
No,
it depends on their family.
Still no.
Okay.
Only because, like, I'm a very family oriented person, so like if I see like someone, like me and my siblings, we're decently close. We're not like super close, like, oh my god, like tell me everything, but like we're close enough that like if I ever have a situation, like regardless of what's happening, regardless if they know the context or not, they're literally the first people I call. Like I'll call my sisters and be like, hey, so blah 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 blah, and they'll be like, okay, cool, and they'll give me advice. And I tend to like hold their advice like to a higher regard than like almost anyone else.
As you should, because they're the only ones that really know who you are.
Yeah.
The only ones that know those patterns.
But it's just like, if I see someone like, I personally don't understand people who don't have like close relationships with their families, like whether that be cousins, siblings, whoever, like parents, like that one, like, okay, like I get it, like, you know, coming from like my situations, like I get it. But I wouldn't want a partner who's like not close to their family, or like they're only emotionally available to me, and then like their sister, their brother, whoever calls them, is just like, hey, like I'm having this situation, I need advice, or they just like need their companionship, and they just close off to them. I feel like that's weird. Like I like that also reminds me of like people who are obsessive in relationships. Like I don't need someone who's obsessive. Like people who like sit on the phone the whole day, like together, or just like generally like
that is literally grounds for
want
abuse.
To be like in my skin in a way. I no, like I need you to be your own person. So sorry.
No, I felt that. I think it depends. I say it depends only because I've personally witnessed people who like really just have like very crappy home lives, like especially like middle children who are like used as scapegoats. I've had like a lot of experience like running into them where like their family just always finds a way to like attack them. So like in that case, I would understand like why they wouldn't have like, you know, an emotional, you know, caring for them. Like, and maybe I'm coming from that perspective, but in that same way, I'm also a very family orientated person. Like me and my family, I need them for everything. Anytime I'm making a life decision, I'm calling my cousins. What do? They're all like millennials, you know, they've been through this before. Like, I'm going on a date with this person. What should I wear? Especially for job interviews. Yes, I'm calling them. So I would like to see that same thing with my partner. Like, I would like to feel, you know, connected with their family too. It's just like, you know, some people just like, their family isn't necessarily like
the best.
Yeah, or like they'll just treat you specifically bad, like because you're dating them. So I'm gonna keep myself at it as an I don't know. I'll keep it as a case by case scenario. Yeah. Like if I met your family and I'm like, you really have no reason to be acting like this, then it's like, okay, don't beat it. No, you gotta beat it.
I should.
But like if it's like, you know, obviously there's troubles here. Just come on, I'll adopt you.
Like,
let's
go. My sisters.
Yeah, you know, we're your found family.
Would you date someone who hasn't read a book since middle school?
Absolutely not.
I also say no.
No. I read too many romance novels. I have too many scenes from books that I need you to reenact with me that you can't have not read since middle school. Are you okay?
I think like the idea of like haven't read a book since middle school also is interesting because it's just like how are you expanding your knowledge in oh if you can't
Read
hear
a
her,
book.
our camera operator slash editor Janae just said she hasn't read a
Haven't
book
read a
since
book.
middle school. Um,
No.
but I just feel like because thinking about it specifically throughout high school, college, like I've had to read books for classes. So how are you like I get like reading excerpts, cool, great, whatever, but like you're still reading a book technically. And also like reading for fun, like reading for literacy, reading
Yes.
for just anything. Like it doesn't have to be like a fiction book. It could be like nonfiction.
Hmm.
I don't care what you read as long as you read. Only because that shows to me that like you have interest outside of like whatever, or you just have interest in general. And you're also just looking to like expand your knowledge.
Yeah. Especially because, like, books are such good resources for, like, problem solving. Like, I'm not expecting you to read, like, books on, like, what's going on in the world, but, like, even, like, small narrative stories between, like, someone and their family coming of age, like, seeing how they operate and also, like, through a different perspective, like, reading books from, like, authors that are, like, international. I'm telling you, it gives you such a better grasp of the world in like new ways that like first of all, new problems that you didn't know that were existing, but also like a way that you can like use them to your own benefit. Like how I would move differently in the world with that new knowledge. I would need you. I know I went like more of like the romantic route, but like no, I do need a reader. Like I need you to be a reader. I don't need you to be necessarily sitting there with a book all the time. An audiobook at least, like
Yeah, or like a self help book. Like those are like
even self-help books.
right. Janae just corrected herself. She said she read a book, which we love.
Yeah, but like not too much self-help though. Sometimes they like I only rekindled my love for reading like in college, like when I was 19, cuz like I went through a traumatic situation and I was like I literally never want to make a dumb decision like that ever again.
Mm.
I was self-help down, like all of the books. Um
But why are you like against them?
it depends on who's writing it first of all.
Fair.
Also, second of all, I found that they get really boring. Like very boring. And also like there were just certain things that like I don't know. Like you can't read too many back to back like that. Like you kind of get put in like this pit of like I'm so broken and
Mm.
sometimes you gotta have like a nice balance of like maybe like a nonfiction, a fiction. Like no, don't just stick to the self help realm. I'm telling you, it's not
I personally have not read a self help book, so I can't.
really.
I generally haven't. Like I've seen them, like the like how to become a boss or like da da da. Da. So like they've always kind of like not icked me out, but like they're not appealing to me. Like I'm like
That's fair.
why do I need to like hear someone read someone's perspective of how to become a boss when I could like define how to be a boss in my own terms and just
Hmm.
be that boss, just be that bad bee,
Yeah,
if you will.
and sometimes like usually those books are a lot of times are like written by men
Mm.
and like they're missing out on a lot of context. Like a lot of these men are fathers. I
Mm.
became a boss. Yeah, but your wife was like taking care of your kids for you to be able to become the boss that you are.
Right. Or like, sorry, I'm thinking of like Andrew Tate specifically. I just like I feel like there's some self help books specifically about like how to become a better man or how to become like an alpha man or however
Yeah,
you want
there's
to
a book
describe it.
literally called like How to Become like the Superior Man.
Mhm.
I read that book because like a man suggested it to me.
And it's just like you're literally reading these person's thoughts when you're reading self
Yeah.
help books, and it's just like if you can't look at it from a critical lens, please don't be reading them. Like I'm so
Mhm.
serious. Like do not pick up a self help book if you cannot critically think about it. Like if you're reading this book and you're like, okay, this is the law now, put it
Mm-mm.
down, babe.
Especially like some guys will be like I'm a reader and they'll be like I've read the 48 Laws of Power. So the 48 Laws of Power is literally a book about how to manipulate the world around you.
Mm.
Um I've read the 48 Laws of Power because I was like, I just wanted to know what it was about. Super boring too. I mean, men find it interesting because like they use a lot of like stories from like what's it called? What is that called? Like mythology, Greek
Okay.
mythology.
I was
Like
about
they'll
to say
use
the
sorry.
Bible.
Sometimes there are Bible verses, or like they'll just use like actual like rich people, like what they've done in their lives. Literally, it's just like a book of manipulation. My thing is, if you're gonna read the 48 Laws of Power, you cannot read the 48 Laws of Power without reading the book The Art of Seduction.
Mm.
Okay, because the 48 Laws of Power will literally just turn you into a narcissist. It's literally just narcissism 101.
Mm.
If you are also pairing that with the Art of Seduction, the Art of Seduction literally just teaches you how to draw people in.
Mm.
Like you can use it in a romantic sense, like how to appeal to like people's more like personal stuff. If you're really trying to be that person that you need to pair those two together. Not to put people on to like, but yeah, you can't have one without the other. Like you need to understand like the laws is how you like manipulate people's minds, and then also like this is how you manipulate their emotions. Like you need to put those together, slam them together. But also like self-help goes beyond just like how to become a boss. Like a lot of like books that are like about like divulging like understanding your trauma.
Mm.
Sometimes those books are needed.
Yeah.
Like
Or like devotional books, like I would count as like self help, like
devotional books are self-help.
yeah,
Definitely self-help.
like definitely like deepening your spirituality and stuff like that.
Like Chicken Soup for the Soul.
Right, I like that. Like if you read that, hell yeah.
What was that other one? I do suggest though people read the book Healing the Shame That Binds You, because shame is a very scary and toxic. A lot of the things that are happening in the world are operating out of spaces of shame, and it'll cripple you, like for sure. Also read the book Braiding Sweetgrass, which isn't completely a self-help book, but has self-help qualities in the book.
Okay. So last question, kind of a toughie. Would you date someone who your parents set you up with?
I wish my parents would set me up with someone. Unfortunately, they don't know me enough to be able to do something like that, but cause like the whole dating shebang, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I wish they would be like, hey, there's this man. He has a great career. He's in school. He's nice. I'd be like, okay, let me go see what that's about. If I don't like him, okay, I can say I don't like him. They'll just find me another one. If I could have my parents scout them out for me, that would be
ideal. Sure.
yeah.
I say no. Only because like as it stands right now, if my parents were to set me up with someone, it'd literally be like someone who's the complete polar opposite of me. And I sit there and be like, oh, hate to break to you, like this is not gonna work from the jump. I'm so sorry. Like they go out on the streets and find a tourist and like
and they would
oh, you're a tourist? Perfect.
Come here. Come
on. But jokes aside, I feel like I personally do think like if my parents were to set me up with someone, it'd be someone who's like completely opposite of me.
Yeah, my parents would flop.
And I'd sit there and be like, okay, cool. Awkward.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, my parents would flop. I'm telling you, it's literally just because like I feel like those dynamics could work if your parents were like attentive, like parents that wanted to be parents.
Right.
That I feel like that could, that could work. However, mommy, daddy don't know. Mommy don't know. Daddy don't know nothing about what's going on. They don't.
So serious. Like my parents are always just like, I don't understand you. I'm like, not that hard,
because
guys.
You don't care
like,
too.
Like...
You don't even care to ask me a question. They literally just jump at me with conclusions, and I'm like, okay.
Me too. Like I got on the phone with my dad the other day. Me and my siblings, like we do this thing where we like randomly FaceTime my dad, and we just have a conversation. I'm on FaceTime. I'm doing my paper. I'm doing a research paper due 11:59, working on it the day of, as one does. And my dad's just like, "Why are you hiding from the camera?"
Hiding?
What, sir? Phone here, laptop here, working on my work.
Yep.
I'm still in the view of the camera. I'm looking away. Like I promise you, I'm not hiding. Like I just have stuff to do. I promise. But
no, like the leaps and bounds my mom goes through to make some narrative about me, I'm always just like, oh wow. Oh wow. You did why would you like most recently it's been like my mom and alcohol. My mom is very much against alcohol. Like she does not, she does not partake. When as soon as I turned 21, I literally went to the bar and tried like all the drinks that I heard on TV cuz I was like I needed to know my signature bar drink. And like now, sometimes like I'll buy like wine to bring to people for like parties and stuff like that. When my mom sees the alcohol, she gives me the same spiel. I don't know what's going on with you. I thought I raised you better than this. All you're doing is drinking all day. I see you drunk all the time. And I'm like, you see me drunk all the time.
Like, please let me know when I'm drunk, because
No, literally. Like, all of these conclusions, like, she genuinely thinks that I'm an alcoholic. And I'm like, whoa. Not only that, but like, we're always gifted wine from my aunt. Those wines are still standing in the house, like never been touched. And I'm like, truthfully, I was like, if I was an alcoholic, those bottles would be gone.
No, literally.
They would have been drank. What
When
are
I say
you?
like a bottle of wine lasts my parents like at least like 2-3 weeks. Yeah, I sit there. I'm like, is anybody gonna drink this? Like, I'll drink it. Like at this point, guys, I got you. Like, don't worry.
I know. Like my mom will literally make up narratives, and I'm supposed to answer to this narrative. And like literally, my job is just to
Just be subjected to narratives, like stories. My parents' favorite narrative about me is that you've changed. You're not the same person. Which, granted, like we all grow, we all change. And I kind of sit there. I'm like,
did you want me to say the
like,
same?
what are you like? We have conversations. I have very candid conversations with my parents. Like, I'll just lay it flat out to them. And then I kind of sit there, and when they like mention that, I'm like, what are you referring to? First off,
Yeah.
and then like they're just like, you're just not the same. I'm like, in what ways? Like, I need actual evidence. And then like they'll chalk it up to my friends. They'll be like, oh, it's because the people you're hanging out with, we don't know your friends, so you could be doing drugs. I'm like, hate to break it to you, not doing drugs. Sorry, not cool enough.
Yeah. 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 Or like, I don't know. I found it like my mom had tried to like, there's just this one summer in particular where she was like, I'm gonna put you. I did taekwondo just randomly in high school. I used to go to this taekwondo studio. There was one summer my mom didn't want me to be at home. She was like, I'm gonna put you in this taekwondo studio. You're gonna be working out all summer. Little did she know that taekwondo studio was being run by the same teenagers that were in high school like me. That was the worst decision she could have ever made. In the name of like trying to protect and shield me. When I tell you I was doing like anything and everything under the sun that summer, like anything. I mean, not anything and everything, but like the partying, yes. The drinking, yes. The drugs, yes.
Oh,
not all of them.
Out?
Yeah, no, please. But like you could keep the partying and the drinking.
Right.
But yeah, and I'm like, little do you know, lady. She did it. You did it yourself. I could have been safely at home just scrolling through the internet the entire summer. And
mind my business.
this is what she had me doing. I always find that super funny because I'm like, oh, you really tried. She really tried. Like
parents. So can I get us back on track?
Yes.
Love our conversations though. Let's talk briefly about dating apps, and then delve into like dating expectations.
Okay. It's okay.
It's fine. Oh, what time? Okay.
15 more minutes.
15. Is that good?
I have to go back to my dorm and then go back.
Or